Hi, welcome to the CodezBuzz, and in this video I will just discuss with you the loop concept in Java. In previous video, uh, in control statement video, we'll just discuss about the loop. But in this video, we'll the practice the loop, we'll the run the loop in the code in Eclipse. So I just briefly discuss about the loop. Why we use loop? Because the loop is used for the if you have multiple tasks. If you have a multiple task, you can do the thing in one program, and it consume less time, it consume lot of things in your programming. So this loop is concept is used for this programming. In Java, the loop is used to iterate a part of the program several times. If the number of iteration is fixed, it is recommended to use for loop. There are three types of loop in Java. There are three type of loop in Java. Loops in Java: simple loop, for each loop, or it is enhanced loop, also called labeled for loop. Java simple loop, we just come to simple loop. There is simple loop. A simple loop is the same as C++. When if you learn C++, there is a simple the loop condition initialization. The first thing is initialization in this loop concept. So you don't forget about these things. First you initialize. If you don't initialize in for loop, it is showing compile time error. So this is the initial condition. If I set value of I, then it will be condition. This condition means it have an boolean value, true or false. It is if you set a condition, then it will run as this condition. If the condition is fulfilled, then it will be stopped. So if you in for loop, you know the for loop concept, though, then it will be here to you. Then there is then increment decrement statement, that will be the process of run the loops, how much time, but is condition applied, but it will increment and decrement. This will depend upon you, and this is depend upon your requirement. So you don't worry about it. You just know these things. If you increment decrement, it will be happen. Then it is condition means it is second condition which is execute each time of test, and condition of the loop, it is continue execution until the condition is false. If when it is until false, then it will be run. It must be return boolean value, either true or false. I just discussed about with you. The condition always be give the output true or false. So then increment decrement, in increment or decrement, the variable value is optional condition state. That means it will be if increment, that will be increase, then decrement, it will be decrease. Statement means the statement of loop executed each time until the condition is fulfilled. uh, if condition is not fulfilled, then it will be run unlimited time. So the condition, that's why we return condition, then it will be executed. The syntax of the for loop is initialization, condition, increment, decrement, like that it will be happen. Then we will run the code in Eclipse. The loop condition, there is loop condition. I just okay, control C. I just go for here and create another class called for loop. Then it will be, then there it will be created as for loop, and in this loop we'll just paste it here. Then in there is no starting initial value, these things. You just run it, print 1 to 10, that much. If you decrement like that, it will be happen like that. I just show you one case. If I is equal to 10, I is equal to 10, then I decrement as much, decrement as 1, then I minus minus, it will be print the value 10 to 1, like that it will be happen. So if you create new logic for that, that is much more important for you learn new things in this video. So you you go for that, and loop have that much. And there is also programming. You can run a lot of things in loop. There is you can use as for, in between for, and the 2D for. In for loop, you can use 2D things like that. I will show you one thing, like pattern. You print pattern in here. So I just example, there is example, I just written this example in here. Then it is for loop, then control C, then I just print here, then just run. It is showing the pattern. The pattern programming. When if you have the logic, building your logic, then you can use the pattern. And I will record a video in specially in pattern programming, so you don't worry about it. If you learn new thing, you know new things, so you watch this video and you simultaneously you practicing these things. Loop, if else condition, you can in search in Google, and you can extract these questions, and you self practicing. It will be help you lots in your programming life. So you can use like that. There is a condition, loop condition, and I just share understand these things. First understand this thing. If there is a for int I is equal to 1, then it will be print line by line. It is print that this for loop is for row. First for loop is row, then second for is column. If it is I, that means if this second for loop go for the only if I equal to 1, then it go for the I equal to, it print 1 star. Then it I is equal to 2 in second row, then it will be print 2. If it I is equal to 3, then it will be print 3 stars. Then this inner one is printing the value, and outer one is the called as a row for loop, and the inner one is called inner or column for loop. So don't worry about it. You just learn these things easily. If you program betterly, then you understand betterly in that purpose. So there is lots of code and statement. You can use all the statement and using operators, these things, and you find the value in loop. For loop, we will end this for loop video to here. And if you have don't subscribe my channel, please do subscribe and keep continue watching to Java full video.